Hello, my name is Johanna Ayres. I'm a planning inspector working in the local plans examination service here at the Planning Inspectorate. I'm a solicitor, and in my previous life, I specialised in planning and litigation. I'd not intended to specialise in planning per se, I just really enjoyed it. As time went on, I realised that I preferred the hustle and bustle of the development world to spending copious amounts of time arguing over Section 106 agreements. I understood litigation and the appeals process due to experience in that field, and I decided that I rather liked the idea of being the person at the front of the room making the decisions. So I changed career and I came over to be a planning inspector, which was challenging. It's a very different way of working, a different way of thinking, and it involves approaching the world of planning slightly differently. However, there's a huge amount of support in PINs when you go through that process, and it's more difficult for some than others. That support continues when you graduate from being an inspector in training through to carrying out individual casework by yourself. In local plans, you quite often work on a panel, and so you have support there, likewise with national infrastructure work as well. There's also professional support within PINs, which is exceptional. So whilst it's a challenging change, it's a very fulfilling and rewarding change once you've made the leap. So I joined the Inspectorate in 2017, and I determined Section 78 appeals through written reps, hearings and public inquiries, and carried out some specialist casework as well, all of which I can still do despite working in the local plans examination service. I moved into local plans about 18 months ago because I liked the idea of essentially starting at the beginning, which local plans allows you to do. It takes you right back to the beginning of the process of a plan-led system. And whilst you're not able to make a plan better as a planning inspector, that's not our role. We do use our judgment and experience to consider whether the plan is or can be made sound. So by supporting the growth of a plan-led system, we are hopefully reducing some of those Section 78 appeals and making sure that those frameworks for development are in place on a local level. I don't have a single favourite thing about being an inspector. I don't think that the role is comparable to anything else that you could do unless you become a tribunal judge. It's very challenging, but it's very rewarding. And whilst the areas that you work within are similar, so if you work within local plans or national infrastructure or appeals casework, the individual cases that you deal with and the individual plans and examinations will vary, and they all have their own challenges that you have to grapple with. So it keeps you on your toes. So professionally, it's a very rewarding role. I also believe that PINs, frankly, has a fantastic group of people working here, and you are able to create your own support networks and meet lots of very, very supportive people and interesting professionals. So for me, I suppose it's the work and the individuals that keep me here. Should you choose to apply, I wish you all the very best.